Hello everyone, the 100-day house series is over. I decided to kind of experiment a bit, so we got a random block generator. Probably saw from the thumbnail. The title, obviously. I'm generating 5 different blocks, and we're going to see what kind of house I can build with it. The rules for this challenge are basically, I'm going to generate 5 blocks. I'm going to skip things like beds and carpets and glass. I'm going to get like 5 actual blocks, of course. And the rules for this challenge are basically, I have to use all 5 of them, and they have to look like a prominent part of the build. I'm not only going to use those 5 blocks, like I'm going to use other blocks as well, but those 5 blocks have to be important parts of the build. So let's just generate 5 here. I'm going to skip some of it. Like I said, if I get like a glass pane, I'm going to skip that until I get 5 actual blocks. So let's run it up. We got birch leaves. That's skip. White glazed terracotta. Oxidized copper trapdoor. That doesn't count. Polished blackstone brick wall and shroom light. I think that's 5. I can't really count, but that's a disastrous 5. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna do like a time-lapse format, obviously like my other builds, but yeah, let's get into it. Start off here, kind of getting like a frame in. I didn't really know the shape I wanted to do. It's kind of a small plot. I didn't want to go too overboard with the shape and everything. Kind of more of a focus on like the texturing work really with the weird kind of block palette I'm working with. So I just kind of get this simple kind of L shape. I know I need to use orange somehow to get the shroom light to blend. I need to use blue somehow to get the weird copper trapdoor to kind of blend in. So I decided to use like a spruce frame on it, and then I use orange for the walls, kind of help blend the shroom light in with some concrete powder and some wool. I use some normal copper trapdoors as well there. It just kind of helps blend it in. Kind of looks weird at first. I get used to it in a bit though, and I feel like it actually kind of works in a weird way as like a wall texture. You see what I mean? Once I get all the details in, obviously. Just keep texturing it, get like wall by wall here. Definitely looks a bit weird, honestly, but I'm pretty happy with it. If you got any ideas, by the way, for like stuff you want to see on the channel, let me know. I'm down to listen to whatever ideas you guys got. But finally finished texturing the walls here. Start with the roof. Figure like the frame of the roof was kind of where I could use that like black stone wall. Figure out the shape I want to get this kind of like steep shape, and throw some walls in there. That's 2 of the blocks out of the 5 done. Just get the rest of the shape in. Decide to kind of like carry this like one section back so it could just connect. It'll be 1 block taller than the section on the right of the roof. Thinking about how I want to do the roof now. It's kind of weird. I know I have to use that blue. Like the white glazed terracotta, which kind of has some blue in it, and then I also got to use a trapdoor. So that leads me to kind of know I'm gonna go with a white and blue roof because of the textures on the terracotta and the blue of the trapdoor. So I know I could kind of blend it. So I just get white in at first. Fill like the space that's left on the walls here real quick, just so I could use like gravity blocks and it'll fall down. Just fill that in. Shroom lights, of course, gotta kind of use them a lot, so it feels like I actually did the challenge. Get back up to the roof. Kind of start going with this gradient from cyan to light blue to white, and I use that glazed terracotta to kind of blend it. I know I had some yellow in there. I had some yellow wool in a second here to kind of mix it. Obviously get the trapdoor in, because that is one of the 5 blocks I have to use. So with the trapdoor and the glazed terracotta on the roof, it takes us to 4 out of 5. Let me know what you think of this house, by the way. Kind of a weird palette. Obviously, it's part of the challenge, but I think I honestly did about as well as I could with the blocks I was given. I like the way it came out, at least. Just keep carrying this texture through. Cyan to the glazed terracotta, yellow and white at the end. I think it looks pretty good. You know, get some color in the bottom left corner, obviously. Just kind of break it up. There's not too much white in one spot, really. Obviously, more trapdoors. I try to use them a lot to kind of just, like, justify like that they are an important block of the build, pretty much. Texture what's left here. Some concrete and concrete powder in the white parts, and like it's kind of it for the roof. I honestly really like the way the roof looks on this house. Whether it works with the rest of the house, I'm not sure, but I didn't really have a choice of color palette, obviously. Had to be orange and this kind of white cyan roof. Start getting the windows in. It's like window flower pots. I could use like acacia or like copper to kind of make the like flower pots copper and kind of blend in like an orange color, but I feel like the contrast actually looked better. I do the same thing with the door in the front in a minute here. try out some orange stuff, but the contrast just looks better for it. Surround the house with these leaves, and that marks off the 5th and final block, which is birch leaves, I believe it was. That means, you know, completed the challenge. So now it's just kind of about making the house look good, finish it up, get some details. You know, clean up the back here, obviously lanterns and everything, just fill the space up. I don't really need them for light, because, you know, I'm sure you noticed the walls of the house are made out of a light block. So, not really in a shortage of light, but just looks good, looks kind of full. Get a path in. Pretty simple. I guess while I'm, you know, doing these small path, grass, kind of outdoor details, if you want to support me on Patreon, I got a link down below. I'd appreciate it. It's just $3, but just subscribing and that kind of thing is more than enough. So, you know, I really appreciate it. Support on the channel has been crazy. We just hit 4.8k subs as I'm recording this, so, you know, I really appreciate it. Like I said earlier, if you got any more ideas for the channel, let me know. Kind of just doing whatever people want to see on this channel, so yeah, I appreciate your feedback. Inside here, I know I'm going to put a kitchen in this kind of back left corner. Just kind of makes sense with the windows and the layout of the house. You know, get the, you know, fridge, oven, you know, all that stuff. Candles to just kind of add some contrast. So I go with a lot of blue on the interior because I feel like the cyan and the orange theme is kind of the two colors I'm using a lot in the house. But on the bottom floor, all the walls are orange, so the blue kind of helps just, you know, mix it up a bit. Get some paintings around the entranceway, you know, a lot of plants, that kind of thing. Just fill the space up, really. The interior of this isn't really much of a challenge. It's just a pretty standard interior I do for any other house. But I've kind of committed to doing an interior for every house I build on this channel, so you get an interior anyway. It's the bottom floor done. Really quick upstairs as well. I know it's gonna be a quick bedroom. Kind of, it looks interesting with the roof texture because you can obviously see it from inside. I'm pretty happy with the way this house turned out. Let me know what you think down below. Because it's definitely kind of an interesting thing. I feel like it's about the best I could have done with the blocks I was given. Get a carpet in, quick like TV kind of area. Hang some lanterns up. Some flower pots, kind of fill the space up, break up the texture of like the walls and the ceiling. Quick lectern, I don't know, something different. And yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you think of the house down below. Here's a quick, like, you know, tour footage, obviously. This house is dedicated to Rob, my newest Patreon member. I appreciate it. Sorry if you don't like this house, but, you know, part of the channel history here with this banger. Let me know if you want to see another part of this series. I'm down to do it again. But yeah, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next one. Thanks for watching.